guys, it's Fungus Frank, and today I'll be taking on the challenge of building the Ju-87 Stuka World War II plane. I'll show you the reference image I'll be looking at today to build this, and we'll see how it turns out. I honestly can't say I even know much about this plane. Luckily, the image I'm looking at does give us some information, but we will see what comes out of it when we finish building. Let's get started. Alright, let's get right into this build. I'm trying to currently look at the shape of the fuselage as far as how the cockpit works and the best move. I think I'm actually probably going to do a full exterior build where I don't use the cockpit as like a window cover. I actually build around it, but we're probably going to start with the go-kart seat. I'm going to put my image to the left, that way it matches what I'm looking at as far as the side profile. And we're just going to start adding some blocks and see what we get with this, because I usually do have a weird building process that involves me really taking my time to try to understand the plane, which so I can better reference it whenever I do build it. Let's see, we do have a like an angle to the nose here that I'm probably gonna have to at least stick forward a little bit so that way I can actually cover the cockpit. Try to look at the image. I think it's a two-seater. I'm not too sure. I think I'm going to leave it as a single-seater for today's sake. Let's see. So we got the shape going. Hold the nose out a little bit more. Put that down. Let's see. Okay. I usually start with the shape of my plane first, which is not always everyone's go-to, but that's definitely how I like to build typically. Actually gonna go ahead and start adding some space thrusters down here, because unfortunately the propeller that they do give us is not necessarily the strongest thing in the world. So usually I use space thrusters to kind of give it that extra little kick of speed. I'm gonna go ahead and add gyros. I do use gyros as a little help with steering, just to kind of keep things locked in place as you turn instead of having the gyro do all the turning and work for you. I just disable the inputs and allow it strength 5 for most of the builds that I do. And in this case, for my pitch, I'm going to change these to have a strength of half of what the original one is, just because there's 2 of them. That way it does still add up to 5 underneath the cockpit there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the nose cone on in this case because I think it'll help me with the overall shape. Okay, so we got a little nose piece there. And then, because it's got like this slight lip, I might pop that out just a tiny bit. And to save up onto some blocks, I'm gonna use the 2x2x2. Throw in a light little curvature of the nose here. Not bad. Not a bad start. I'm actually going to switch this out for 1x2 piece. I'm going to pull this forward, and then there's this intake that starts here, but it's not that large. Go ahead and put that in place like that. As far as an intake goes, I might do the round one. It's slightly rounded, but not at the same time. So I'm trying to think of, I think I might be able to get away with using these edge corners, the rounded 1x2, and if I put it up one more like that, that's not too bad. I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw in, let's see, these corner pieces to kind of give it some shape in the nose, as long as it doesn't jut above the pieces behind it. I think that's a good start. Then we can continue with the 2x2 wedges. There's kind of the nose we got going. It's not too bad. Alright, let's start building up our cockpit here. We're looking at oh, I didn't add these to that side. There you go. So now we kind of have a smooth transition plane. Does not look too bad. It's looking very smooth, as it should. I mean, it is an aerodynamic piece of equipment. But as far as getting the cockpit rolling, slightly rounded. I may actually go for this rounded piece to start the nose here. that's too much. It does look a little too much, but to make it less jagged, I might throw a hood piece in just to help smooth it out. Oh yeah, okay, that gives us more of our nose shape. That's good there. I keep having to pull away and like look at it from a distance so that I can kind of compare the shape. I'm gonna have to raise that up a small amount. Yeah, it's not really rounded though, so that's kind of... I can move this forward by 1. This down. Filler block. Ooh, nope, not the right stuff. All right, I think I'm gonna actually sacrifice a little bit of form for the tail, and I do have this backwards, so there we go. And because it only has a rounded end on the back here, I'll probably just do this. It's not gonna be accurate as far as the way the plane looks. I would like it to be a little bit more of an accurate build, actually. We'll grab this 1x4, we'll put it in the nose. Alright, let's see. Oof, I really don't like that. We'll keep it simple. Just drop that down like that. I think we'll keep it fairly simple like that. I think the tail is not... I'm really struggling with this shape. I'm trying to figure this out. Boom, that works. I think I like that more than the others that I've tried. Yeah, I think that's a... yeah, it's a good start. And then it has like a slight little piece like that. I think I might want it a little less noticeable than that. Yeah, so if I can attribute or get the same look with that, with the shield block in the nose here, just to kind of give it that little jut out at the bottom. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Go ahead and mirror this over. Where's their control surfaces for the actual? That's about right, actually. There we go. So we have a tail, and then the iconic Stuka does have these little braces that come at a diagonal through here to hold up the wing. I would like to add those. Yeah, that's kind of what we got to work with as far as the Stuka is concerned. I did. I did this. Which means I can actually drop that in again and use the 1x3s. 1x3 flat connector. There we go. Boom. And yep, that does work right away. Perfect. Oh yeah, okay, now we got it. Finally, goodness. Oh, after a few minutes of tweaking, I had to go back and reference the old Corsair 2 that I built the other day, because, God, I was like, spur of the moment, I'd watched a Uzi video on as to why he did it or how he did it, and it just like, blew my mind, but I honestly haven't practiced that build type that often, so right now this is all still fairly fresh to me. Ah, look at that. Look at that top-down view. That's not bad at all. Alright, we can smooth. We probably smooth that out a little bit. Okay, now on to the fun part, which is the wings, which have slight down pitch and then an up pitch in the middle. So I might actually, yeah, I'm happy I left this blank because that'll allow me to do what I need to do here. So we're gonna grab the mechanical hinges. Where does a wing start? Just in front of the nose, okay? All right, and then where's our landing gear? Probably about one wing segment, like right at the center of the dip, like the wing segment that drops down. Okay, we can handle that. Not cockpits, I need wings. Give me the wings. We'll do a single wing segment here, because that'll give us almost the shape that we're looking for. Not quite. This is a weird shaped wing, I will say. It is very pointed, but not at the same time. There we go. Then we can give it a nice little rounded edge in the front here. Probably just going to use pipe pieces. I know it's not going to look ideal, but it will give us the shape that we're looking for at the end here. If I go like pipe piece, as far as the silhouette goes, it'll look fairly normal. Kinda. They still need a 1x1 wedge. It would fit those places so good. Let's do. Oh, I don't like that either. Ooh, maybe if I use the same piece. Ah, okay, I can handle that. That I can deal with. The shape's looking not too bad, actually. I think it's pretty good. That is not bad at all. Okay, pop this out. I use the green input as like a constant. That way I can keep it in my brain that like what's gonna bend down, what's gonna bend up. So in this case, green's gonna go down, green's also gonna go up, so I can throw in an altitude sensor that's going to mimic everything as I need it to. Alright, let's fill in all the gaps in the wing. There should still be plenty of lift here, is my guess. Might vouch for that to be. I might throw in a modular or a flap wing here. Okay, and I can throw 1x3 in this gap. The good thing about the Stuka is I don't have to worry about like folding landing gear for this build. It really is just going to be, I think they are fixed landing gear, so it's not something that's going to be too prevalent of an issue. There we go. Alright, just a little bang and bang. Fills the wing in pretty nicely. That needs an attachment point. That's something I've got to think about. Actually, really just have to do that. Even if it's just for the one block, I mean, it will work. And then I'm going to cover those little pieces with shields just so they kind of hide this big gap. A little odd for the shape of the wing in the back there, but that's okay. All right. This, what am I looking at? So the front view, the angle is not that steep, so it's probably about, I'll do a 10 just to see how that looks to start, considering that this is also gonna drop down. The first angle, probably a 5, if that. It's really not too bad. Okay, and then just for time's sake, so I can test it, put it as right trigger, hold position, speed, and same for this. Right trigger, get that out of here, angles defined, speed, hold position. I think I want a little, just not by much, but at least a little bit higher on that angle. Probably jump it up to 12 degrees. Oh yeah, that's getting there. This needs to be a little lower itself. So what we'll do is we'll drop this up to 7. I know it's an odd number. I think that looks pretty good, actually. Line it up here. Still gonna have to change all the inputs once I mirror the wing. to the other side. Yeah, wing got a little messed up. we can fix it. All right. Yeah, I just need to rotate all these by 180 degrees, and then our plane should be getting fairly unison. Like it's the Stuka's coming alive. It's not too bad. It looks like the Stuka to start. It's not the worst build here. Oh, I should definitely add at least a 1x3 right there. Shoot. And our wings pop up. Let me bind everything. Let me just see if it flies to start. That'd be kind of cool. If this thing flies right away like it's supposed to. I would highly doubt it, but you know. All right, red. Okay, red is gonna be right, left, red, right, and left, and then red will be left on this side. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Remove the toggles. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I forgot my vertical stabilizer. Also, let me give this thing a quick save. That way I don't lose anything. Right bumper, left bumper. Oh, wouldn't you know it? It does fly. It definitely has a high pitch, but that's okay. And it flies pretty good. I think this is pretty close to its actual speed. Oh, this yaw works great on this plane. Holy cow, usually a yaw throws it's got a little bit of roll, but not bad because it's the whole length of the plane that it actually flies really good. Ooh, oh, close one. Now we just need to add the fixed landing gear, and if we can, hopefully add in the detail that is the little antenna or with the little cable that runs to the tail, and we should be good. How's our cockpit view look? Ooh, yeah, that's what I said. Top of the seat is gonna be the move for this plane, because if you just go your normal first-person view, just staring at block, you can't see anything, and just like, what's going on out there? Yeah, all right. I'm happy the way this is turning out so far. Two-piece, the all-together two-piece, which is essentially, for those always complaining that we don't have a 1x1, this is a 1x1. It doesn't look good. I mean, as far as it having gaps, but it is a 1x1. So for people to say we don't have a 1x1 in Trailmaker, I'm like, yeah, we kind of do. I've always been an advocate for the little all-in-one two-piece because I think it just works. That's just me. I don't mean to rant, but yeah. I also get tired of my first. Oh, we did a 1x1 piece so bad. I'm like, yeah, do we? I make do. I don't use the 1x1, but I make do. I mean, I think that's kind of the whole point of the deal, you know? You just kind of gotta make it happen. Talking about landing gear that is just weird. I don't really like it, but it's kind of what I've got to use, I'll be honest. All right, that's one away from the other one, so I gotta get rid of that. And then should be able to just mirror this over. Line it up like that. Okay, and then we've got to fill in those gaps again because those are going to be all sorts of no-nos. There we go. Just same on this side. Uh-oh, I attached something I didn't mean to. That's all that means. Okay. What did I attach? Ah, it's supposed to be that way. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's just wrong. Okay. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, dang it. What the heck happened? Now we're talking. That was what was messing me up earlier, was those shields were off for so long. Look at this Stuka. That's not too bad. Not bad at all. I know it doesn't have a paint job yet, but it's getting there. Alright, it should be a little bit more nose heavy with the landing gear coming down, so hopefully that'll... Oh yeah. Oof. Not bad. I could really use some love as far as the landing gear, and also a little faster pitching. So probably going to end up get rid of this because I think it's putting... Ooh, keep one. Fine, keep one because it's gonna have to. Little angled pieces, and then I just need a little less lift in the tail. Okay, that should work. And then it doesn't even have... Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll put a rounded piece in there, it'll look good. And it... No, well, the tail is quite literally as blocky as they come. So just put that in there. And I also realize now that this is going to have tons of drag. I may remove that because it is it's not ideal to have that there. But all right, there we go. Let me see if we can nose down here. Oh yeah, see now we have an up pitch. It's not bad at all. Alright, I gotta land somewhere where there isn't mud, otherwise I will never be able to actually control this thing. On this map. Alright, everybody's got some green grasses over here. Go for a nice bank turn. Whoa, okay, those rocks, stay above them. Alright, let's see if we can drop in down into this canyon here where we usually start the stranded campaign. Let off the gas. Nice smooth landing. And can we turn the vehicle? That's all that matters. Yes, it can taxi. It works. We can taxi this plane. Obviously not the best because we're still in grass / sand, so we're sliding all over the place. But it does seem to want to work. Let's see if we can reverse. That's always a big kicker for these planes. Let me reverse. Come on. Doesn't want to let me reverse. That's fine. All right, let me throw together a quick little paint job for this, and then when we're done, we'll do the final product, and we'll see you guys here in a minute. All right, you guys, here it is. This is our finished Stuka. I threw in a nice little decal on it, normal World War II time paint style. Trying to get the symbols for the German, or what was occupying Germany at the time, on the wings. Nice little inlets for the engine. Ended up using a skull decal to actually utilize the air intake down there. But let's do one final little flight with this thing and see how it does. And it takes off on its own, don't even need to input anything, and it flies beautifully. It's a little slow, but it's okay. It handles like a dream. The only real thing I added other than the decals where I put guns on it, I actually got us some lasers just so they deal a little bit more damage, because especially if I'm not going to have auto aim, if I have to aim my plane to shoot something down, I do want it, if I do land a hit, I do want it to deal damage to whatever builds I do come across. So this is definitely a fun build for me, and I just love the way this came out. I think this came out really good. So I probably won't upload it because I'm on the Windows version of Trailmakers, and not most people play Steam, but it is definitely something to at least check out. Cool little concept idea for building, and we'll see if we can find a place to land here. Let's see, nice open field to our left here. We'll go ahead and land over here, and then we'll land it. Let's see, we get a nice little buttery smooth landing. Go ahead and let off the throttle a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Let's see if we can kill some chickens on our landing too. Come here. Yeah, I got him. All right, let's see if we can stop now. Perfect. All right, so yeah, with this Stuka, it does taxi, does everything else. But I hope you guys like this build. I definitely enjoyed making it, and I honestly think it came out looking really good. I'm quite a fan of the design and how well it flies. So yeah, this has been Fun Against Frank, guys. I appreciate you watching if you do, and if you did like this video, please leave a like on it. So you could always subscribe if you'd like. It is free. I never ask for it, but it's just happy to show some of the things I like to do in this game. All right, bye guys.